So what have you had to give up to afford childcare? Text us at 602-444-1212.
That's a question that might hit pretty close to home for you, especially if you're getting the kids ready as we speak. A new report claims American parents with kids under the age of 5 are spending a total of $42 billion on childcare every year. Ryan Cody is back here in Studio 12A. Ryan, that seems like a lot of money.
It does seem like a lot, but then when you do the math, it equals out to roughly $6,000 a year. And if you've actually looked into reliable childcare, you know $6,000 is a very low number. Daycare, nannies, babysitters, the cost is rising astronomically. In fact, Vox.com says the cost of childcare is rising 2 times as fast as inflation in America. It's not entirely clear why, but there are a few guesses. Obviously, more women are choosing to work instead of staying home. And there's also increased government regulations and licensing requirements for child care workers in every state. Then there's the idea that our government isn't doing enough to help. $42 billion a year is double what the U.S. government is spending on early child care and education programs like preschool. You could argue it's not enough help, or you could argue it's not the government's responsibility to pay for your children's child care. Either way would be an interesting argument here. Now, this map comes from childcareaware.org, and the darker blue states are the states that are paying the most for in-center child care here in the United States. As we focus in on Arizona, what they're saying here is that the annual price of infant child care in-center there is about almost $11,000 a year, and they're also saying that that is over 13% of a family's median income. Either way, many parents are struggling. So we're asking you what you are giving up to pay for childcare, or what you have given up in the past to pay for childcare. And here are some of what we're hearing. Vacations, we spent over $12,000 for one child in full-time daycare. That sounds about right. And when they were young, all my high-maintenance wants, not needs, so they could receive quality child care. That's what's most important, Latasha says. I could agree with that. It's the wants, it's not the needs. I mean, what I've given up are things like golf and general freedom and things of that nature, not necessarily as much as many other people have, as we're seeing here in this rising cost.
Kind of the non-essentials. You learn to trim the fat pretty quickly when you have kids.
It's a lifestyle change is what it is.
Yeah.
For sure.
What do you think should happen? I mean, you're paying money for childcare, or have at least entertained the idea and looked, and you know it's 5 digits. It's going to be a 5-digit cost.
It's really tough. I don't know that I have an answer.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people would like to say you'd like to see the government do a little bit more, but I certainly understand the argument that they're not the government's kids. So I don't know. I really don't have a good answer.
Let us know what you think. 602-444-1212. We'll share some more of your comments coming up in the show.